Gemini, hi, welcome to your reading. This is for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any strong placement in your birth chart for the sign of Gemini. Crosswatchers, you are welcome here. If you're interested in a Gemini, please try to remember that these are for the collective, so they are general readings. Okay, don't force messages or situations to fit if it doesn't resonate. Okay, go check your other placements and other Gemini readings on this channel. Take what resonates for you there. Leave the rest for someone else who may need those specific messages. Energies can be interchangeable, meaning vice versa. So please use your discretion to put those energies where they best fit in your specific situation, okay? Please like, follow, and subscribe. Leave a high vibrational comment. I love to hear from you. It helps my channel out greatly, and I appreciate all the love and support this far. All of that being said, Gemini, let's see what's going on in your current situation with who you're dealing with. Boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, new person you're talking to. You know how we do it here, okay? All right. For Gemini. Deception. Okay, someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. Let's see. Let's get one more on this. Someone is definitely hiding feelings, intentions, knowing that this is a soulmate connection here. Yes, this is the one. Someone doesn't know it yet. So but trust the situation, okay? So they might be coming off as deceptive, okay, because they don't know yet. Extremely guarded, dealing with past traumas, things of that kind of sort, okay? They just don't know it yet. They're, we're going to take the more side of the false wearing of a mask here to truly let you both be seen by the other kind of thing, like you're who you truly are kind of thing. That's what's being deceptive here. And they're doing it because it's a protection mechanism for them. But one of you also knows that this is a soulmate connection. All right. Tell me more, Spirit. Gonna get these all out and then we'll start discussing. Okay. Overall energy for this reading is the Three of Pentacles with the Two of Cups at the bottom. So wanting to build a partnership here, wanting to be able to show you what they're able to do, what they can build, what they can, make this relationship into. But again, there's that up until recently, Gemini, your person was dealing with a lot of fear. because they couldn't see the bigger picture. You'll understand when I get there. But yeah, they're wanting to build something strong in this connection here because they're starting to understand what it is, okay? So the overall energy is the Three of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, the Three of Cups, Cancer energy, the Six of Pentacles, Taurus, the Moon in reverse, Pisces energy, the Three of Swords, Libra, the Two of Pentacles in reverse, Capricorn, and the Queen of Wands, Pisces and Aries energy. Okay, so like I said, they want to put the teamwork in here. They want to do what needs to be done. You're willing to collaborate with them to build whatever it needs to build to bring this celebration, this happiness in. But there is still something getting in the way here. 333. There is something getting in the way of this. Interference. For some of you, it is an actual third-party situation. For others of you, it's going to be like a friend, family member getting in the way because they're spending too much time and taking away from whatever this is, okay? And they might be lying about it. Look, deceit was the first card out, Gemini, so understand there could be a lot of excuse making and all these things. And it's not necessarily to cover up something that they're doing that is bad, but maybe it's something to cover up so it doesn't hurt you. But either way, the hurt is here. I digress. Let's go back. So you're both willing to celebrate this, to build this, to grow it, to do what needs to be done, giving and receiving mutually. But again, there's that feeling of being breadcrumbed of somebody spending too much time outside of this relationship, whether it be with an actual third party or whether it just be with somebody who is trying to interfere here. And it could be as simple as work, okay? We tend to overthink a lot of situations that go on in our life, and it's really quite simple. I would say about 95% of the time that it's a simple answer here. But like I said, there's that release of fear here. Releasing the fear is allowing them to release the pent up emotions that they haven't been able to express, in the inner confusion. They see it. They're letting it be seen now. And a little bit of the darkness and the insecurities that are kind of floating around. Okay. But there has been heartache here. There could be some separation going on here again due to some sort of interference. We'll know more if we clarify. If I get another 3 out here, we're just going to go with that there is an actual third party. But now that I have, I can definitely tell you that there is an interference. Like I said, some of you, it is an actual third party. For others, it could just be family, friends, work, that kind of thing. But someone's spending too much time and kind of neglecting the other one here. And it does cause a lot of pain here. A lot of hurt feelings. And in some cases, feelings of betrayal here. And what it is, Gemini, is that your person has overcommitted themselves. They haven't just committed themselves to you. They've committed themselves to work and family and friends and this, Their plate is too full. Okay. They're disorganized with how they're going to do anything, and they need to reprioritize some things to kind of shift some space here. There's a lack of balance. They are overwhelmed with all the tasks and the things that they have put on themselves here. But they are still trying to maintain some courage and some confidence and the independence to pull themselves out of whatever it is. They're focused on at the tasks at hand. So there is action, there is movement, there is drive and determination to do the things that are going to cause them joy in this connection. They just kind of have a lot of things kind of all over the place by the looks of this, okay? And this is your person. I don't think this is necessarily you. This is your person. All right, let's see. If I can get a proper shuffle in here, Gemini, I will be moving right on here. Apparently, we're not on the same page. All right, let's get a clarification on this Three of Pentacles here in the overall, please. Okay, Spirit says take that one. Seven of Pentacles here. So, yeah, they know what they want, but there's this need to wait. Waiting. You have deception up here. You have the Seven of Swords in reverse here. It's almost like it's reading as they're waiting until they don't have to play games no more. The Empress. Yeah, they got to stop lying to themselves with they can't play with you. They can't play with you. They were waiting to see if they could trust to not have to lie and be deceptive here. And now they're having a really hard time trying to keep all their secrets as it is to themselves, pretty much. Three of Cups. Eight of Cups. Temperance. Yeah, with them not wanting to play any more games, they're walking away from the interference here. They're trying to put balance back in and to temper whatever feelings that they might be feeling here. Meaning the self-deceit, the lie. Because like I said, once they start to realize that this is a soulmate connection, things are going to start to shift here. To which they're showing me it is shifting. They're done playing. They're walking away from this into what is supposed to be. They're letting themselves be divinely guided here. The Moon in reverse. The King of Wands in reverse. The Tower in reverse. They're feeling overwhelmed here with what it is that this healing with temperance is bringing in, and this ability to start to balance themselves out. They're almost overwhelmed. So with walking away from certain things in their lives, certain interferences in their lives, so far, I'm not getting an actual cheating situation. Not yet. I'm going to clarify two more and we're going to see. But whatever it is, whatever this interference is, it's done. It is dead in the water. It is done. They're releasing it. They were letting other people interfere because of one, either the fear they had for him or her, or the situation itself, kind of a situation. But they're done with that. Three of Swords. Interesting. Through the heartache or through whatever pain and discomfort that you've had to deal with through this situation, Gemini, there is going to be a wish fulfilled here. And I feel like this one is shared by you both equally, that there's certain things that you might be had to defend yourself against. But through that pain, there's been that release. Okay? The release of what is no longer serving you, which is a wish fulfilled, taking that off to allow the things that no longer hold a purpose for you to fall away. Because you're not being defensive here with that Seven of Wands in reverse. You're not being defensive. You're allowing your guard to drop here. And it's making you feel like your stability is a little shaky here. But don't give up. Let's get one more on that. Yeah, the High Priestess. Your intuition is kicking in here. Your intuition is guiding you onto what it is. So whatever things or feelings that you may have felt of deceit or your person not being honest about it, you already knew. You already knew. So you were able to channel that more in a positive way here, okay? Even though things were being revealed to you, you weren't defending it anymore. You weren't trying to, be in an argumentative state or ready to fight to protect yourself from whatever it is. It's almost like you understand the assignment, you understand whatever it is, whatever was getting in the way, whether it be family, friends, okay? Maybe somebody has children here, and maybe that's just kind of gotten in the way. So you're coming from a very understanding place here. Two of Pentacles in reverse, please. The Ace of Cups. Okay. So they're finding balance to get this up and going, as well as taking the time to do some self-care, self-love, learning to pour into their own cup before they can pour into yours, to be able to give and receive equally here. But they do care. They do love you. Even if you feel like it's a funny way of showing it, whatever, sometimes it's just the only way they know, okay? Your person comes to the understanding all on their own. You don't have to push. You don't have to fight them to understand. They get it. They're slowly but surely, they're starting to get what this connection is. All right, for Gemini, please. Okay, Gate, opportunities and home. Bear, strength and resourcefulness. Pearl, hidden gem. Cat, jealousy and gossip. Yeah, people are talking about this to cause waves. There's your interference right there. People are talking, not minding their business. One more, please. Old woman, sadness. Okay, they're feeling, you know, if you're dealing with a woman here, they're feeling with some sadness. Old is just whatever, okay? It's just woman, okay? All right. We will close this off for you, Gemini, with a Let It Go card. What's at the bottom of this deck now? Ship. Directions and journey, okay? So they're on their way. Sorry, do you see how small this deck is, okay, you guys? If I shuffle it the proper way, I'm going to break them. They're sensitive. All right, for Gemini, please. Except you don't lack for anything. The whole world belongs to you. Not lacking. You're not lacking in anything, except that you have the things that you need and start taking peace and joy from those things. Because this person, they're trying to make their way to you. Okay? With all the luck and abundance in the world here to offer stability and growth. They just have to go the distance and make that journey. All right, Gemini, that is what I have for you. I hope this helps. Please like, share, and subscribe. And like always, I will see you in the next.